Howdy, RINO season's upon us. Next week, on the 15th of January, it starts in Iowa. So the folks up there in Iowa, good luck. Here in Texas, our RINO season is February 20th to March 5th. I'm using the term RINO, R-I-N-O, representative in name only. It just so happens that my representative is in fact a career establishment Republican. He's halfway through his 11th term, been in Washington, D.C. for 21 years. So I'm going to take away career politicians' excuses for the period that my guy's been in office, since 2003. Now, if you have an incumbent that's relatively new, you're going to still have to go with, I guess, your first impressions, whatever matrix you use to determine whether a person's worth a crap or not. All right? So, since my guy's been there in the past 20 years, this is excuse busting. All right. The House has been controlled, the House of Representatives has been controlled by the Republicans 13 of those 21 years. So the Dems, you've had it for 8. There's been one party rule. That is, one party controls the House, the Senate, and the White House. Republicans have had one party rule. This is in the past 20 years for 6 years. Democrats only 4. So establishment Republicans, you've had it quite a bit more than the other side. There's been 5 Republican speakers of the House to only 1 Democrat speaker of the House. So when I hear establishment Republicans talk about their leadership and experience, 5 speakers of the House in a 20-year period, that's a leadership issue, folks. They change speakers of the House more than some folks change socks. Okay, let's talk about presidents, 2 a pop. In the 20 years that my guy's been there, there's been 2 Republican presidents, 2 Democrat presidents. That's what we call a push. All right. So that's the tale of getting rid of their excuses about, well, them other people wouldn't let us do it. Them other people had the Senate. Them other people had the White House. We couldn't get it done. I'm going to call BS on that one. That's bull crap. Keep it as clean as we can here. All right. So let's do performance evaluation. That's what this is, folks, particularly in the primary season. In the primary season, if you've got a schmuck that's representing you in Washington, you start getting rid of them in the primary season, the RINO season, as I like to call it. Get rid of the representatives in name only. Okay. So let's talk about performance evaluation. They are at-will employees. For the House of Representatives, we can fire or retain those people every 2 years. The Senate's a different issue. They get 6 years. They get a 6-year contract. Your reps only get 2. And I tell you what, there's a lot of reps quitting early. That's bullshit. Somebody signs on for 2 years, they damn sure better serve you at least those 2 years. And then if you want to throw them out, throw them out. Well, we're in the throw out period. So it's like I said, RINO season. So let's talk about performance. I'm going to bust one more myth when I talk about a performance evaluation. I don't know how many have been in, supervisory roles or management roles where you do performance evaluations and determine whether or not to retain an employee. I have. Whether you're going to keep somebody because they're doing you a good job or not. But establishment politicians, let's talk about this one. And they like to talk about 80-20. Hey, we just negotiated the deal and we got 80% of what we wanted. Okay, that tells me for everything the other side got, you should be able to rattle off 4 things that you got that I would be happy with. Can we say open borders?